this is day 8, and we're just about done. We're in Wytheville, Virginia. My, what beautiful country. Beautiful ride. Just the terrain is gorgeous. The trees and everything's so beautiful and green, and the mountains just roll, and we just enjoyed the day. Yeah, we had some breakdowns, and Wes and Danny Stewart are still out. This is 11 o'clock just about, and they're still at the hospital with a lady that was hurt here in the parking lot. But overall, it's been a good trip and just a lot of good things that have happened. You know, this morning we started off the day at a Confederate cemetery. 155 young men who died, but nobody knows their names. What a sad thing to be forgotten and not known. And then we went on and just had a last meal at Bristol, and then they had a beautiful entrance for us program here at Wytheville. Fed us steak and baked potato, and then we had a ceremony, and they really honored M25. What a blessing. What a blessing. And all we could say, you know, when I stood up there was, thank you for allowing us to serve you, the real heroes in America. But you know, if I had to wrap it all up, it would come into our devotion time and listening to the men and their stories. And you know, we started telling stories about these pictures of these soldiers that needed healing, and Christ kneeling beside them on a t-shirt, and how we gave them away. And you know, different guys was talking about how the men reacted, and I asked if I could tell Earl's story, and he told me I could. Earl came out here, I think I mentioned it the other night, last year, and was very bitter from Vietnam. And I just walked by him and said, how you doing? He looked so sad, and he said, I'm just bitter. And I asked him, I said, is there anything I can do? And he said, pray for me. And I said, when? He said, right now. And then every day I'd say, how you doing? He'd say, I'm getting a little better. It's feeling better. Well, he showed back up out here, and he said, man, that thing's bitterness is gone. Well, I gave him the t-shirt today, and it just messed him up. And he went and changed the shirt, and then later we were talking. He was so proud of wearing it, and he told me, he says, you know, an 800-pound gorilla is off my back. Tears in his eyes. And you know, all I can tell you is watching God move. He said, I don't need a therapist, and I don't need a psychologist anymore. He said, I'm not completely okay, but he said, it's all right. And he said, I feel so much better. I just wish that we could do this all the time. There's so much work to be done outside the four walls of the church. May God bless you, and may God lead you outside the four walls of the church.